You are now tuned into the Cut Game radio show hosted by Groom City.
It's the Cut Game radio show. We let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do. It's the Cut Game radio show. We let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do. It's the Cut Game radio show. We let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do.
The Cut Game radio show hosted by Groom City.
That's how we do.
Hey, what's going on? It's Groom City, and you now tuned in to the Cut Game radio show, number one podcast for your hair needs. And right now, we at the hair battle tour in Vegas.
We in
Curtis,
Vegas, baby.
Xotics, what's going on, family?
Big man,
I'm good,
Curtis.
man. I'm good. And, glad to have you in the building.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I already know it's going to be an amazing event today. So what should we expect to see today?
Okay, well, definitely, you're going to see a super off-the-chain freestyle design battle today.
Oh, that's what's up.
I'm telling you,
That's
like,
the business.
everybody and their mother trying to sign up for the freestyle design battle right now.
So how many contestants you got so far?
Oh, man, we was trying to cut it off at 20, but I think we might have to double it up.
Oh, so y'all might have 40?
Might have 40.
Ooh. Oh, they doing that. They doing that cut game. They got that art game going down today.
Yeah, man. I mean, because these barbers right now, like, everyone could do a Caesar or a fade,
Yeah.
But when it comes to doing those designs, an artist got to get involved in that.
Yeah.
So you got to have a certain level of precision and hand-eye coordination to do this type of work. So, I think these barbers kind of stand out a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So that's going now. Is that going to be the main event?
Well, there is no main event. To me, the main event is the fastest fade.
Okay.
Because the fastest fade is like, the Shogun. Like,
Yeah.
you can knock out if you can knock out a perfect fade in 5 minutes, imagine how much money you can make.
Yeah. Nah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So it's just one of those type things, like the hot hands. So, for me, the main event is the fastest fade.
That's what's up. Now, for everybody out there that's not familiar with the hair battle tour, when did it first start?
So Hair Battle Tour started 5 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, so we started in 2012.
So what made you create it?
Okay. I saw what was happening with the industry. First of all, I've been very ingrained into the industry for a long time, way before all of this Instagram and all that. I'm talking about before MySpace, before all of that. I was doing the magazine articles. I was doing the work that was in the magazines. I was doing the people on the billboards. And I kept saying to myself, people kept asking me like, yo, do you know this guy that cut so-and-so? And I'm like, nah, I don't know barbers like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just like, I know the people I know, that's it. I'm not big on like, reaching out and trying to, create.
So you saw that it was fragmented.
Yeah, but I knew that we didn't know each other. And I felt like that was a problem. I felt like, why is it that we're doing all of this beautiful work, but no one knows each other? So, I went to a barber battle or two. My boy Jay Majors was doing battles. My boy Kamal Nuru was doing battles.
Okay.
And I went to a couple of their battles, and I said, you know what? I want to take this show on the road.
Okay.
So I said, it's 50 states, man, 52 states in America. I said, I can just take maybe 10 or 15 of them.
Okay.
And then that's what we did. We took about 10 cities.
Now, what was the first city?
The first city we actually did was, we tried to do Atlanta.
Okay.
See, people don't know this. Like, we tried to do Atlanta. It was an epic fail. You know what I mean? Like, it was an epic fail.
Now, what made it an epic fail?
Was it doing Freaknik?
Because because if Jermaine Dupri ain't hosting it, nobody want to come out.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just how Atlanta people are. They just jaded that way. Like, if it ain't somebody celebrity or somebody from a TV show gonna be there, nobody want to come out. You know what I mean? So it's not really like love for the culture, in my opinion. It's just like love for what's gonna be popping at the moment. So that's the Atlanta crowd. You know what I mean? Every city has a different way that they move. Atlanta crowd just moves how they move. They like that whatever's on the radio, whatever's on TV. Like, they want celebrity stuff. They don't want, oh yeah, so what you cut hair. It's not really about that. So we took an L. We didn't even bother to do the event.
Okay.
Because leading up to the point where we were supposed to, now keep in mind, I had 10 cities planned. So now this is my first city, and we're already taking an L. So it was like, I don't know if this tour's gonna make it, that type of thing. So anyway, we didn't do it. So we saved face on that one.
Okay.
But we was already setting up for 3 other cities, back to back. So, the next city was Boston.
Okay.
But Boston was having a different outcome from Atlanta.
Okay.
Boston tickets were selling.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
Cash was like, yeah, we in there. We going to compete. You know what I mean? So when we went to Boston, we packed it. Packed like cats on the wall. Packed.
Now, did you
know?
have, where was it located?
It was located in a club. I can't remember the name of the club. It was like a, and what I did was, which was I think was really smart, was I did it in a small club first.
Okay.
I didn't try to bite off more than I could chew.
Yeah.
So I did it in a small club first that only holds about capacity maybe 350, 400 people.
Did you meet capacity in Boston?
Yeah, we shut it down. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So for, you know, if you got 5 people in a little room, it still look like a party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what happened. So it looked like a party, you know. And then we had, no lie, we had about 35 competitors in every category.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even see those types of things anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so everyone was eager to come out and show their skills, you know. So that one was really good. And then after that, we had like, we did Tampa. I did Tampa with my boy Pacino's.
Okay.
And then we did Tampa, and I couldn't actually make the show, but he held it down while I was out the country. And I watched the show from London on my iPad, like, what the fuck? You know how you trying to make sure everything is perfect and everything?
Yeah.
I went crazy, man. I think I might have busted a vein that night in my head. You know, but it turned out good. The turnout was good. The crowd was good. Everything was good. And it kind of like, you know, as we moved on, the momentum just stayed the same. It's just, you know, people like, yo, how can you just pop up in somebody else's city and do a better barber than the people who live there can do?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all I'm doing is leveraging relationships. I don't live there, so I can't go around and promote all day, every day, but I'm leveraging relationships. Like, I have guys in those cities that I have relationships with that, you know, that they want to be a part of something.
Yeah.
They want to be able to make money, and they want to be a part of something. So what I do in my setup is I try to make sure that whoever I come across or whoever I do business with, that they always walk away making more than they thought they was going to make.
That's what's up.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this way, when you come back, you know, hopefully they'll be like, man, I had such a good time last time. I don't, you know, so I don't know what it's like for people to tell me no. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because no one tells me no. Because every time they work with me, they never walk away mad.
That's what's up.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's the only way I'm able to keep these relationships going. So I'll set them up in a type of way that they'll make money. So the rest will happen. The rest will fall into place when people are making money.
That's what's
You know
up.
what
So
I mean?
you spreading it out. You
Yeah.
spreading the wealth.
Mhm.
You
So I'm
know?
not walking away with the whole pot at the end of the night. I'm walking away with like a third of it, and my team is walking away with the rest. You know, and that's how I feel. That's how you're supposed to do things.
Nah, that's a good way to feed your family. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So man, Cut Game Radio Show, we got you, Curtis. For people out there that may not be familiar with you, you know, what type of clientele that you groom on a daily, you know?
Okay, well, see, and that's the thing.
Because I know you're a quote unquote celebrity barber, you know, and that's
changing. That's changing.
That's changing.
Yeah. So my title's been there for 20 years, you know, and I feel like it's good, right? But I'm not growing. You know what I'm saying? When I just keep putting myself in that box. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I'm an entrepreneur. You know, I cut hair too.
Yeah.
You know, that type of thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, you know, I do like 5 haircuts a week. So I wouldn't really call myself a barber anymore. You understand what I'm saying? I have certain clients that I still cut because they pay me enough to make me still want to cut them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And outside of that, you know, I got my friends that won't leave me alone. They'll drive to my house 90 miles just to come get a haircut every weekend. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I get to see my friends.
Wow.
You know, because other than that, I'm working.
Yeah.
So when I'm cutting their hair, I'm really just hanging out with my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't look at it as work.
That's what's
You
up.
know?
That's what's up.
So for me, barbering now at this point is like, okay, I've done a lot in this game. As a matter of fact, I feel like, you know, the stuff I've done hasn't ever been done. You know, before, and like at the end of the day, when you look back and say, well, what did you accomplish? Really, honestly, what did you accomplish? Well, in my opinion, I feel like I accomplished this big conversation that everybody has going right now, which is the barber battle circuit and the whole, you know, the barber movement, you know, the modern barber movement, which is like something that I feel I started, you know what I mean, between me and my guys and my team and all the people, yourself, everybody who's involved, we all a part of the movement.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like when somebody say Groom City, everybody knows who's Groom City. Groom City is the dude that took that Juice Fade to the next level. Yeah. Everybody know about Groom. Like if somebody say Groom City, they're gonna say Juice Fade.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely.
Juice Fade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, you still got a lot of other accolades, but you know what they're gonna remember? That Juice Fade.
Yeah, nah, definitely. The hair battle tour definitely put the battery in my back. You know what I'm saying? Because I was catching cobwebs and going to one of Curtis events, and once I left there with trophy, money in my pocket, bag full of clippers, clipper bag, I had a battery fully charged. Now it's called jet fuel. That's what we refer to it as. So I've been on jet fuel
High
ever
octane,
since,
baby.
you know,
Yeah.
2015, you know, because you hit L.A. Hey, your L.A. event, 2015, that was a cold event.
Oh man, thank you.
That was a
thank
cold
you.
event.
Yeah,
you know?
and when I like to do LA because LA is such a like a how you want to call it, Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like everyone expects it to be all Hollywood and ritzy.
Yeah.
So when I go to LA, I like to do stuff that got like a real down grungy feeling to it. You know what I mean? So that's why I do the warehouses.
You
know?
do.
That's why I do
Yeah.
the warehouses because when people come in, they're like, yeah, this just feels like a battle's about to go down.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? It's not all hoity-toity and
It ain't no
it's not-
glitz and glam.
Nah, it's just
You know?
so the last one I did it in a motorcycle club.
Yeah.
You know, out there in
Oh, you know, I was judging at that event. I
Yeah,
judged,
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When you
yeah.
got 25, because it was 3 categories I judged, and they each had 25 competitors. Man, that's a tough job.
Oh yeah,
That's a tough job.
Yeah, people don't
you
get
know?
that. You know,
A lot of people, I hear, I got robbed. Just know when you judging 25 competitors' work,
Yeah.
it's not easy. It's not easy, and you'll trip on what other barbers see. You know, I might like 3 haircuts, thought it was the dopest there, and it'll be 3-4 other judges, and they saw something completely different. These are certified, qualified, verified barbers. So that judging that's something different. You know, you gotta do it to see what's up with it. So
And also, as a competitor, if you're a competitor, you got to remember that all of the people who are judging you are barbers like yourself.
yeah,
So you got to remember what's harder to do, what's not harder. Barbers know the difference.
yeah,
So you might think that your design was the best design or whatever, but
yeah,
it was a copy of something else.
yeah.
And then there's this guy who just did these lines and came in first place, and everybody's like, "Yo, what the?" But then when you look at the true definition of the haircut, it's a freestyle, which means it comes off the top of your head, which means it's about your on-the-spot creativity. It's not about what you got in your phone and you've been practicing all week.
Yeah.
That's not freestyle. That's duplication.
Yeah, I think they not knowing that some real thorough barbers put this together. So some real thorough barbers is really checking out, what I'm saying, the verification of everything.
Yeah.
So that's what that is.
Yeah, and next year what we're going to do is for 2018, we're going to change up a couple of the competitions.
Can you share that with the Cut Game Radio Show right now? Cause,
Yeah. I'm going to share with them right now. So look,
okay.
I feel like this, right? Barbering is artwork. So even in cases where you have to use enhancements, it's still artwork.
I agree.
And there's room for that,
Yeah.
but we don't lead with that. So in our competitions, we don't allow any colors, any enhancements, nothing, no tricks.
Okay.
It's all about that haircut. You know that.
Yeah.
Right? So moving forward, we're going to have one called the photo finish competition.
Okay.
Where you can use any kind of enhancements you want, anything you want to make that haircut look perfect. But you get judged on how natural it looks.
I like that. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So if it looks fake, then you're not going to win.
So if they got the Mickey Mouse hairline, it ain't
It's
going to
over.
cut it?
It's over. But if you know how to just put that fiber just right where you can't even really tell, but it look perfect, that's the guy who's going to kill it.
That's what's up. Hey, y'all should have it where y'all put how much ounces of fibers in each person's jar, so they got to use all the fibers and see how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so everybody working with the same amount of material.
I'm going to save that for the TV show when I got a production team. That's a lot of measuring up and all that.
Get a scale.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Wait, I know it's a couple people on the team that can work a scale. You know what I mean?
A couple guys with some pass.
Yeah.
So, they doing good now. So
Yeah. Nah, that's what's
You know
up.
what I mean?
Hey, I like that. That's a dope category because that's what you see now.
Yeah.
You might as well have a Photoshop competition too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about that, man.
Everybody got laptops. Now they just
exactly.
take their picture and, you know what I'm saying?
Who
dice
do the
them
best
up.
photo? Who look better before and after?
Yeah.
That'd be slick.
Yeah.
And the other competition we're going to start doing also is we're going to start doing a design with color competition.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of guys are really good with design with color. And it's like, I want to bring the artists out,
Yeah.
Because, if we just do boring haircuts every day, all day, then it's just boring haircuts. We got to change the game a little bit. We got to do something like, I'm not a design person. If somebody tell me they want me to cut a client and they want them some intricate design, I'm going to send them to one of my barbers.
Yeah.
Because that's not my thing. You know what I mean? So I can respect the cat that knows how to do a mean design and could put a dragon in your head, look just like a dragon, you know, stuff like that off the top of the head too.
Especially for a show. I mean, a lot of people fans of the cut game and, you know, fans of the art form, and when they come here, you know, watching, you know, a dope haircut is cool, but seeing something that you will not see on the daily in the shop, I mean, that's
what makes it special.
You know, come to a hair show and see that.
That's what makes it special, because, you know, you're only going to see that at a hair
then,
show.
you know, they move different in Boston with that. They move different in Atlanta. They move different in L.A. So that's good to see it. You know,
every city you got to pick and choose your competition. So, like, for example, if I go to Dallas, you know, I know Dallas is that crowd is a largely African American crowd. Yeah. You know, so I'm probably gonna shy away from like the pompadour. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas if I go to like San Antonio, I know that's a hugely Mexican crowd. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna put the pompadour back in. I'm gonna put the comb over. So it depends on what the average person in that area of the world, you know, considers a regular cut. You know, and then we would go into those haircuts because we know those barbers do those haircuts. Yeah,
because it is different culture, you know, throughout the 52 states. Different hair culture.
Different styles. I mean, you got some places where in Florida you see some haircuts that, you know, that you scratch your head like, huh? You know what I mean? Like you see a guy with a fade, but with a big patch of hair in the back of his head too. Yeah, it's disconnected from
and
the
people
fade.
Trip. You know, people trip off that Southside fade they doing in Texas. You know
exactly
what I'm saying?
That too. You know, like all of that. You know, all of the highborn, everything. Like they're just like, you know, you can probably take that hairstyle and put it right there where it's at, and everybody be like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah. And then you take that same guy, you put him in New York, and people be pointing and laughing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it depends on where you at. It's all about that culture. Yeah, and that's what makes hair so diverse.
Definitely, man. Well, I know you got a lot going on today, Kurt, man. No doubt. We gonna get you, you know what I'm saying, throughout the day, you know, just sharing with us, you know, because I know your energy gonna be high, and we want to share that with the people, you know. Man. But man, I want to appreciate you blessing the Cut Game radio show right all now. Day, you know, anything you want to share with the cameras?
I just want to say, man, that this show right here, you know, you definitely got my back 100%. Anything I can do to help you, you know what I'm saying? I love what you're doing. You know, you're adding, you're not subtracting. You're not following anybody else. You're doing what you do. You know what I mean? I commend it. You know, I love your energy. You're a very respectful person. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that, you know, I can't see you not growing. You know, so just keep up doing what you're doing, man, and I hope y'all guys come out to more of the shows, and I definitely got you covered.
Thank you. Now, y'all can follow Curtis on IG at Xotics, Xotics, and follow also the Hair Battle Tour. When it comes to your city, sign up, either come here and check it out or compete. You know, it's different categories. Y'all gonna have fun, you know. So right now, we're going to bring a lot to y'all, but right now, you know, we're in this early stages right now, so y'all stay tuned. Cut Game Radio Show.
Know me without when I keep a fresh cut. Lingers, barber cleans his blade, then he give me a fade. Hot towel on the face, hot clean. Hair diced up, every 4 days, a weekly routine. Haircut looks airbrushed, and they aware of us, though. Says the brother with the signature fade.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Nas, tuning in to the Cut Game, where they talk about it all. You know how it is. Keep your shit fresh. Keep your hair fresh. You know what it is. All right.
My signature fade with a bevel blade. That's a major key. My signature fade with a bevel blade. That's a major key.
Hey, what's going on? It's Groom City. Y'all now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show, #1 podcast for the hair needs. And right now, it's pregame right now. You know, right now it's not quite the hair battle tour, but this is how we get to chop it up with family, you know. So right now, I'm going to let him introduce him to all my peoples out there.
What's up, world? It's your boy, Chico Boom, coming to you live from the Palace Station out here with Groom City, man. We're doing it real big. Xotics Hair Battle Tour, city number 58. We out here, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be dope. This room is going to fill up. I can't wait to see the people that come through, man.
Same here. Hey, now, we got some Latin listeners, you know, some Spanish listeners. You know,
Para toda mi gente latina, estamos aquí en vivo at the Palace Station, Las Vegas, Nevada. Ya tú sabes, mi gente, si no vinieron para acá, se lo perdieron. Un evento espectacular.
Yeah, seeing aquí, you know. So you know, so Chico, what's up, family?
It's good seeing you, my brother.
Man, same here. You know what I'm saying? Man. Are you always clean, dapper? Everything is, you know what I'm saying, where it needs to be, you know.
I try,
yeah,
brother.
Yeah, you represent that barber well. You know what I'm saying?
For
real. That Cut Game, he represent real well, you know. So Chico, we gonna have you on the show because you got an amazing story, you know, and I don't even want to tease him today, you know. But what do you expect today out of the hair battle tour in Vegas?
Well, first, most importantly, we got education. And barbers and stylists, I tell you this, continue your education, continue to teach yourself to open your mind to different things. So education is key. That's number one, and that's a great thing. We got some young barbers, we got some older barbers, but the thing is that they're learning something that they're going to be able to apply. Applying it is number two. That's the number two key, because you can get all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't apply it, then it was useless. So getting the knowledge, applying the knowledge, that's always big on my behalf. This is a great networking event. A lot of people think, oh, we're going to compete for the gold trophies, the cash. It's not about that. It's about who you rub shoulders with, who you meet, expand your horizons, you know what I mean, and meet different people that are going to help you get to where you need to be, and you might be able to help that person get to where they need to be.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, what was your first hair battle tour?
First hair battle tour was in Tampa about 4 years ago, and I went to compete for Fastest Fade and Freestyle Design. I didn't know Curtis at the time. I spoke with Jesse Lima over the phone. So those were the two guys that kind of introduced me. So I needed to do something that was going to, put a stamp in the game.
Yeah.
Going to compete wasn't going to do it for me because, as you know, you get a lot of winners, but we forget those winners. A lot of people get gold trophies, and we forget about those people later on. So I needed to do something memorable that was going to say, hey, that's the boy Boom. Remember that one time?
Yeah.
So I rented a party bus, and I loaded it up with 25 people from my city, and we pulled up on the scene, you know what I mean? The airbags hit, it slammed, the doors open, fog machine, music playing, my own cameraman, red carpet, so we came out stunting, So they remember me. They're like, you hear a little voice coming out of the crowd, say, whose bus is this? Whose bus is it? Everybody got quiet, like thought they were going to be in trouble. I said, that's mine. Yo, it's dope. And it was Kurt, you know what I mean? That was the first time I shook hands with us. So then a follow-up, a few months later, we were going to go to Miami, and we had the hair battle over there. And mind you, I lost the battle over there in Tampa.
Yeah.
I competed, I lost, I didn't win. So, bam, here comes Miami. I said, I'm going to compete again. I went over there, but this time I brought a
You brought a helicopter?
I tried. They didn't let me the permits.
Okay.
Really, I tried. Dead serious. And so the helicopter didn't go, so I got a party bus, and then I rented an extended armored truck.
Oh, okay.
Limousine, bulletproof. It was dope.
So you called Brinks and said, I need one of y'all trucks for this event?
Yeah, it was an old Brinks truck. They did it real dope. Like it was all white. I mean, it was custom done, on some Pimp My Ride type joint.
Oh, okay.
So I loaded up with 50 people this time. We pulled up, black carpet event, you know what I mean? And we had some celebrities in the building that day. I didn't get to compete because, things got a little crazy and, backtracked or whatever.
Yeah.
But I say this to all barbers and stylists. Sometimes, you know what, you lose the battle, but you win the war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that right there was able to open up a lot of doors for me and give me a platform to share my story, to speak my knowledge, to educate and motivate different barbers from all over the country. And I've been everywhere since then. I'm actually part of the tour now as an event coordinator and planner, and I help Curtis Smith, tremendously. And we're there. He's helped me tremendously, and I'm very grateful for that.
That's dope. Now, on this show, all that behavior you was talking about, we call that jet fuel. That's the byproduct of jet fuel. When you pulling up, and stretch party buses,
high
and just
octane.
stunting.
That's
Know
what we
I
call
mean?
that.
That's just what that cut game is about when you just on your jet fuel like that. So I met you. Part of the hair battle tour, man, and definitely a polarizing figure. And I like your get down. You definitely, when I see you, I see Florida. You know what I'm saying? Straight up,
Definitely, I appreciate
that. So
and I admire you, man, because I seen you cut for the first time, and you was doing the juice competition, and like you was just killing it, man. Then you came back again, and then competed again. I was like, yo, this dude's just coming with ammo, bam, bam,
Oh
bam.
yeah. Because I don't think they thought I was a real one. You know what I mean? I don't know if they thought I'm certified, verified, qualified. I don't know if they really thought that. So it's another element, it's another side to me. So I had to bring that out a little bit. But I'm all about barber love. Straight up. I love this cut game. I've been loving it since I was a kid. 19 years old. I hit the ground running 10 toes, and I've been 10 toes. Now I'm not 10 toes. We've been elevating. Jet fuel, we've been in the clouds, you know what I'm saying? Just always elevating at a higher level, And I like that Chico's about education, and that's what the Cut Game radio show is all about. We could have easily had a ratchet barber, podcast, but that's not the angle. We're trying to motivate, we're trying to educate so you can apply that knowledge at the appropriate time, because that's called wisdom. When you apply the knowledge at the appropriate time, and that's what we sharing with y'all on the Cut Game radio show. That's why we got qualified, verified barbers like my man Chico right here. You know what I'm saying? And he bringing it. Then he shares something with all my bilingual brothers out there. Cut Game radio show.
Yeah, definitely. I encourage any barber out there though. Spanish, white, black, Asian, it don't matter. Invest in yourself and save keep saving. A lot of barbers and stylists retiring broke. Toda mi gente latina, honren su chavo y no lo gasten. Invétalo en algo que te va a hacer más dinero cuando tú estás durmiendo. Invest in something that's going to allow you to make money while you sleep. And if you could do that, then you really are getting somewhere. A lot of barbers are too caught up in the Gucci and the Prada and the Jordans, and they're not where they need to be at financially. You're talking 80 to 90% right now retiring broke, and it's a problem. You know what I mean? So, that's why we here. That's why I'm grateful for cats like you that got this radio podcast going on, because like you say, there's a lot of other ones that are focusing on other things that are not going to get us anywhere. Okay, cool. There's only so many pretty pictures you could take of a haircut. Yeah. What are you doing with that money? You don't need to be the best barber in the game to make money. You just got to be consistent and have great customer service. I always say that. Yeah. And the money is going to come. It's what you do with that money that's going to determine where you end up in life in the future.
There it go. He dropped it right there. That's a nugget for y'all. That's more than a nugget. You know what I'm saying? That's a pack of nuggets. And we, Cut Game Radio Show, we got the sauce for it too. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, that's just what's going on.
Sour,
so this pregame right now, you sharing a lot of Cut Game with them. You know what I mean? we dropping nuggets and we creating sauce for y'all to dip them. That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. So Chico, I want to get into your story so bad, but you travel so much that I know I'm gonna see you in LA very soon,
brother.
So we gonna say that, but
we got a date. Me and you got a date. We talked about it, and we got a date. We're gonna sit down and get that done.
Definitely, because Chico Boom got a deep story. You know what I'm saying? A deep story. Right now, y'all looking at somebody who's a winner. He prevailed. He elevated. Y'all looking at somebody who really overcame a lot of obstacles, and made a lot of smart life decisions and just changed the course of his life to what y'all see today. Entrepreneur, just doing it, winning.
And I tell you what, that, I would never think that from where I came from, and here we are 10 years later, I'm traveling the world, motivating, educating, inspiring barbers from all over, and teaching them how they can save money too, and how they can do something positive and constructive with their time, with their money, that's going to allow them to reach new plateaus in their life that they never been.
Definitely.
So I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful for everybody.
That's what's up. So I know you got a lot going on today, man, but I thank you for sharing time
brother.
with the Cut Game Radio Show.
Thank you.
Now, look, we're going to get some more of you throughout the day, because I know when this boy filled up, your energy going to be crazy.
It's going to be
now,
crazy.
Are you hosting today?
I'm co-hosting along Danny. Danny's the host of the Hair Battle Tour. I co-host with him, and, we amp it up. I'm his hype man, and I just work the crowd while he works the stage. I will be doing a live stream from 7 to 9. I will be hosting that. So I will be on the floor with the microphone and the cameraman, and we will be showing all around the world. So if you want to tune in, go to hairbattletour.com, and you can tune into the live stream. And you can, if you weren't able to make it to the show, you can eat your popcorn from the comfort of your home with your boo thing or with your kids or whatever, and just watch how we get down. And it's really entertaining. It's real fun. But I'm gonna tell you what, it's not like actually being here. You're here, it's a whole different vibe, So I encourage every barber and stylist to put your chips up. We're going to be in the next city, I believe, New Jersey. Meet us out there. It's going to be dope. It's going to be, epic every time.
Cut Game Radio Show going to be there too. Now,
Absolutely.
when you walking around with all that energy, man, come by the Cut Game, share some of that.
Oh,
man.
you know we're going to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Brother.
Share some of that.
We're going to do that. You know what it is.
So that's what's up. All right, family. Yep. Cut Game Radio Show. We out.
Hey, this your boy Stay Fly Thrash.
This is Paris Wagner representing all the female barbers out there.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Jay Hudson from One Love IE, and you are now tuned in to the Cut Game.
You are now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show. To the Cut Game Radio Show.
What's up? We back. Groom City. Y'all now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show. #1 podcast for your hair needs. Yeah. Right now we got a Las Vegas legend in the building.
Legend.
Right now we chilling with Starr, iStyle Barber. What's going on?
What's going on? How you guys doing?
Just doing our journalism right now. Hair Battle Tour, and we here celebrating the barbers.
That's right.
So that's what we're about. So we here to celebrate you right now.
Okay, let's do it.
So what's up? One word that describes you.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
I like that. That. Now for the listeners and the viewers out there, share something with them. How long you been part of this Cut Game?
I've been part of the Cut Game for almost 20 years now.
20 years?
Yes.
Is that licensed 20 years?
Yes, that's licensed almost 20 years.
Wow, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, when did you first pick up your first pair of clippers and was like, I'm going to support myself with this?
It's a story behind that. So when I picked up my first pair of clippers, I was actually in barber school.
Dang.
Yeah. So it wasn't something.
So how was you? Was you just holding them?
It took me a minute to hold them.
Yeah.
I had to watch everything and see what was going on, but I wasn't the type where I came up and experimenting on people's heads and saying, "Oh, I want to cut." That wasn't me.
So what led you into barbering in the first place? The
Hustle.
barber school.
Hustling. It's something I don't care to shed light on, but I was hustling and I wanted to turn that negative into a positive.
Oh, okay.
That was my story in it.
So you wanted to convert that hustle into a hair hustle.
Money every day.
I got you. So you in barber school, you barely holding the clippers. So what inspired you to keep going in that school?
My daughter.
Your daughter?
Yeah, I had a daughter, and I had to be everything for her.
Now, was she a baby at this time?
Well, when I started, she was like 8 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's 27 now.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm an old head.
So that's what kept you going.
That's what kept me going.
Kept you going. So you have any mentors while you was in barber school?
Yes and no. I mean, God, my biggest mentor.
That's what's up.
Always have been, always will be. So, my mom, I always looked at life like not just for myself. Like, if this happened or if that happened to myself, what about these people?
Yeah.
So
you had a good support group.
I did.
Real good support group.
Yes,
that's
I
what's
did.
up. So you finish school, you get that license. Now where you go from there?
I finished school. I got my license. I stayed in Minnesota at the time because that's where I was at. I stayed there for 1 year.
Okay.
And I was gonna leave right after, but again, I had some great group of barbers that I surrounded myself with in the shop that I chose to go in coming out the door. And so be it. It was 3 of them, and they all were Christians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so they gave me everything they had, and they said, you need to stay here and work up under us for at least a year before we send you off. So I did that, and then after that, I moved to Las Vegas in 2001.
Now, what made you choose Las Vegas?
I mean, it's fabulous Las Vegas.
Okay.
And I'm awesome, so it's a great collaboration.
So you blended fabulous and awesome together?
Absolutely.
You like the way it came out?
I like the way it came out because in the end, you can't do nothing but go to the top.
Yeah, exactly.
That's always been my motto, straight to the top, period.
That's
Failure is not an option for me.
That's it. I can dig that. So what was the first shop you worked at when you touched down in Vegas?
Hair Unlimited.
Hair Unlimited?
One of the most known and popular shops that was in Las Vegas.
Is it still around today?
It's still around to this day.
That's what's up. So what made you choose Hair Unlimited?
I chose Hair Unlimited because when I was in Minnesota, someone mentioned it to me. And I called the guy, and Faith had it. A year later, I was at his shop. I had visited other shops, but when I went there, he just welcomed me. I mean, his invitation was so inviting, I was like, I'm done. This is it. And I was there for like 2.5 years before I opened my own shop up.
So you had the game plan to open up your own shop soon you touched down in Vegas?
No, never wanted to open up a shop. It fell in my hand. Everything happened by divine faith. I never wanted to be a shop owner. It happened like that.
So how did it fall in your hand?
The shop I used to work in, I was one of the first barbers that always got there. And there was a shop across from me, and the owner of the building, he wasn't a barber, he just owned the whole shopping center. And he would always see me in there, and he said, I'm getting tired of managing the barbering part. He was like, I'm going to let it go for a little bit of nothing. If you want it, you can. Well, at the time, a very good friend of mine, she was a beautician, and he talked to both of us about it, and she was like, I think we should do it. But I didn't want to do it because I didn't want the responsibility. But what I know in life, sometimes God have a greater responsibility that you have to do.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things. It fell in my hand.
That's up. So you was a good steward of what God had for you sitting right there, huh?
I'm like a gatekeeper. Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So was it already set up to where it is, where it was, or did you have to put it together?
Well, it was already set up, but I had to come in and put my touch on it so I could feel like it's something I created.
Okay.
Although it was something that already existed.
Now, how many chairs was in that shop?
At the time, it was 6, and then I added like 4 more.
Okay, and the name of that shop is?
Iced Out.
Iced Out. So 2.5 years of you being in Vegas, you iced out now.
I could say that.
Okay, now was it fully staffed out the gate?
It was like 3 or 4 barbers there when I came.
Okay, now how was it dealing with a staff that was there when you got there?
It kind of like rolled over kind of easily because I would always go there and talk to them and make them comfortable and let them know I was taking it over. on whatever day that was, you know, and I made a relationship with them, and I wanted them to feel comfortable and let them know they're more than welcome to stay if they wanted to.
Okay, and they stayed.
They stayed.
That's up.
And 2 of them had been there 20 years before I got there. So the shop it was a shop that was already there for years before I took it over.
But you came in with that new iced out energy, so I know they was digging it. You know what I mean? They was. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I know you when I know, you know, I'm a fan of Mayweather, you know, and I had to know who his barber was, and you know, I got a glimpse of who his barber is. Now, how'd you transition from being a shop owner, working in the shop, to cutting one of the greatest boxers that ever did it?
Now that was hard.
Okay.
Because my dedication and my passion for my craft was so strong, and it was a battle, it was a fight, you know, this or that. So it was kind of a struggle, I'll be honest. You know, I had a lot of thinking to do, a lot of praying to do, so that I can make the right decision for myself.
Okay. So how'd y'all paths cross?
Well, I met him when I first got here, when I first worked at the other shop.
Oh, okay.
And my shop was like 50 feet down from the other shop that I took over.
Okay.
So he used to always come into the shop. Once again, one of the legendary shops that was here, you know, when everybody, all the celebrities, all the boxers, everyone used to go there. So it was a very, very well-established shop. And he used to come there. And right away, he introduced, well, I won't say he introduced himself. He came up to me and he said, "You're not from around here." I said, "How you know?" He was like, "I could tell your style." He was like, "You from the Midwest?" And I said, "Yes." And I wasn't a really big boxing fan because I just knew some of the heavy hitters. And he asked me my name. I told him, and I asked him his name, and he kind of chuckled and walked off, like as if I should have known, but I didn't know. So that's how that happened.
And now you've been rocking with Floyd for how long?
Since 2005.
That's a
No. I'm sorry, 7. Since about 2007.
That's a good 10-year barber-client relationship. You know?
2007, like 2009, just to travel consistently, but 2007 is when I first started.
Now, a relationship like that, sometimes it cross over to family. Floyd is family now?
Absolutely. He was family before I started cutting him.
Oh, okay.
He was already family. But now, family.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, anything you'd like to share with the listeners today? You know, because out here, the Cut Game Radio Show, we like to educate, motivate, and inspire the listeners, you know, with our podcast and our YouTube channel, you know. So, anything you want to drop on them that'll help a young barber or maybe a barber that's been doing it for a minute, you know, continue to elevate in his craft?
Just stay consistent. And if it's your passion, you know, it should lead you the right way. But the main thing is just to stay consistent. Because one thing I know, it's not easy getting up every day, whether it's being at the shop at 7 or 8 on time, because we're independent contractors. And in a barber's mind, I don't have to be there at a certain time, but that's not true. Because if the door says 9 o'clock, to me, I'm an old school barber. You should be behind the chair waiting at 9 o'clock, not coming through the door setting up for 9 o'clock. So my thing is consistency is the key, and take it seriously.
Now, have you opened up any other locations besides the first one that we've been speaking on?
Yeah, I have another location.
So you have 2 locations in Vegas?
Yes, 2 locations in Vegas.
That's what's up. Now, do you still continue to cut in the shop, or you just...
I don't. I will, and I can, but I don't.
Oh, okay.
Because of time-wise.
Okay. So right now you own your time. Is that what that is?
I mean, part of it I do, and part
I mean,
of
that should be a goal. Everybody is to own their own time, you know?
Yeah, but you got to use it wisely.
Yeah.
That can get you in trouble. That's what I'm saying. Owning your own time can get you in trouble. Because you feel like you got a lot of time.
Yeah. True that. I like that.
I see
so,
you groomed up.
Yeah, you know, I'm iced out today on the Cut Game Radio Show.
I see
that.
that.
So I want to thank you for sharing time with us on the Cut Game Radio Show. What's your IG handles, any of your social medias, website?
My IG is Iced Out Barber.
Twitter,
Iced Out Barber. Facebook, Jackie Starr.
That's
not a play name. That's really my last name.
Your last name is Starr?
Yes.
First name Jackie?
Yes.
So that's the government. She already star-studded. Her government is star-studded,
you know what I mean?
You know. So
got the government name.
Right now, this still pregame to the Hair Battle Tour out in Vegas. We got a Vegas legend, so make sure y'all continue to tune in to the Cut Game Radio Show.
Cut Game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's up? We back. Y'all now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show, #1 podcast for your hair needs. We chilling with Rado Da Barber. What's going on, Rado?
Oh, man,
what's going on, family?
Man, I'm chilling, man. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
what's
Thanks
up.
for having me.
Oh,
By the
same.
way, man, I'm a fan of your work too, man.
Man, thank you, man.
Word.
Same here, same here.
Word
Now,
up.
for our listeners and viewers out there who may not be familiar with you, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you let them know where you from and what's going on with you?
At Rado Da Barber on Instagram. Originally out of Newark, New Jersey. Moved to Boston, but now I've been in ATL, Georgia since 2003. That's where my barbershop is. I opened up my barbershop since 2005, and we've been running.
That's what's up. So how long you been part of this cut game?
Probably since I'm an old head since 1990, 91. I started cutting my own hair. Cut a lot of the basketball players, the football players, and then when I went away to school, I was still cutting a lot of the Marcus Camby's in them.
Oh, okay.
Mike Williams and all them. I never got to cut Lou Rowe and nothing like that, but Edgar Padilla and what's the kid's name? Carmelo Travieso.
Yeah.
So
hey, you active. My man active on this cut game. For real.
Yeah, we've been cutting for a while, man. But the funny thing is that I didn't know anything about Exotic Hair Battle Tour since 2014. You know what I'm saying? So I came out, went to Miami.
So Miami was your first hair battle tour?
Didn't even know anything about a barber.
Now, did you compete or was you just checking him out?
I was just Googling stuff. You know, I had nothing to do that night. Whatever, me and my shorty was beefing, and I'm Googling stuff. First of all, I thought Exotic was something else.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I clicked on it something else. Yeah, I clicked on it real fast, and then I was like, barbers be battling what? You know what I'm saying? And then right there on site, I booked my flight, my room, and I went to the education seminar, and I went to the barber battle, and surprisingly, Fat Joe showed up and he performed. It was dope. The first one I went probably like one of the illest one ever.
No, that's what. Hey, Fat Joe performing. That's dope. Man, the barber battle. I mean, that's jet fuel right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's
when that lean back was out too, wasn't
it? Yeah. He have an anthem damn near every year. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know. So one word that describes Rado Da Barber.
Man, I just be chefing, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like us barbers. You know what I'm saying? We put the apron on, but we're not cooking. But I feel like we're cooking. That's my logo. Staying in my motto. Staying in my lane and keep chefing. I really don't put any emphasis on what that guy or she or whatever's going on, what they doing. I'm not gonna bite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do. I am humble enough to go into any education seminar and learn something, and then trying to bring it back to my shop, and I can't wait to incorporate that with my skill.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
hey, but that's what chefs do though. When they making that gumbo, you know, they taking all different elements, and once they drop it in the gumbo, you know what I'm saying? It's from everywhere. You know, it's showcasing all the flavors.
Hey man, don't say gumbo, man. I'm a fat boy, man. You gonna mess up my whole weekend out here, yo.
Hey, they got gumbo downstairs, so I'm already prepping myself for it later on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, chefing. I like that term, chef.
Word up. We got t-shirts and everything, man.
Yeah. Y'all chefing. Y'all keep, check out Rado. Definitely.
That's at Rado Da Barber. RADO DABARBER. You know what I'm saying? Just check out my page. My work speaks for itself. You know, I get busy with any hair follicle. As long as you got hair follicles, we're gonna deal with it. You know what I mean? So, I prefer to cut others because I think growing up, especially when I was in Boston, a lot of others would come to the barbershop, and some of the brothers wouldn't cut their hair and stuff like that, so they kind of felt like, some of us can't cut their hair, but I get busy with it.
Yeah. So you're not tripping.
Never in life. I'm not one of those when they come in, I'm going to take a break and then start sweeping the shop and stuff like that. Now we get busy, and at the end of the day, the money comes through the door. We're trying to keep it in. We don't want it to walk out.
Nah, definitely. I can totally dig that. You know, that Cut Game Radio Show, I don't care what texture hair, I don't care what skin color. You know, we got brothers like Rado Da Barber and other barbers. You know, we sharing knowledge, wisdom, and game for you out there to really excel in this cut game. And that's with straight hair, that's with curly hair, that's with wavy hair. And like he said, if you got hair follicles, it's on. You know what I'm saying?
Deal with it. At the end of the day, it's revenue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta get that money up.
Yeah. Hey, my man got game.
Don't sleep. Just to let you know too. Me and my man Esco.G down in West Palm. You know what I'm saying? We do a breast cancer charity basketball event out in Atlanta. the same weekend as the world-renowned Bronner Brothers show.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it's going to be August 19th. We're gonna start up at 3:30 till 8 o'clock. We got a DJ. I'm gonna have at least two barbers giving out little haircuts and stuff like that. It's a donation-driven event.
Okay.
We just did the flyers and stuff like that. So we put in the footwork. It's gonna be at Pittman Park Recreation Center, Atlanta, Georgia.
And what's the date again?
August 19th.
Okay, we definitely gonna let our viewers and our listeners know about your event.
No doubt. I'll DM you the flyer and all that, and I'll tag you in.
Please do. Now here on the Cut Game Radio Show, we like to celebrate the barbers. Within the industry, man, and we thank you for blessing us with that. Now earlier you was gonna showcase a taper.
Yes. My flight got messed up for some reason. I know my way around the map. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm coming from Atlanta. How'd I end up in Detroit to come to Vegas?
Hey, that's crazy.
Like how that happened.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, originally I had a direct flight.
Okay.
So somebody checked in as me.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Somebody checked in as me, and I'm like, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? And they looking at me like, oh, we can't talk to you. I'm like, this is me. This is my confirmation number. This and that. And I'm like, I gotta get over there. Like, oh, we don't have nothing else. So next thing I know, they put me on a flight.
That wasn't Spirit, was it?
Actually, it was.
Hey, bruh, don't fly Spirit.
Hey, man,
my cousin couldn't even make it to Vegas 2 weeks ago because Spirit just like, nah. I think they said they was washing the airplane or something.
I don't think I'm rocking with them again.
Nah,
I can't front. I can't front.
I've heard that story.
I probably don't rock with them because I think my carry-on, they made me pay $65 for that. You know what I'm saying? So it was not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Messing up with my little beer money, my little budget money I got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. So, man, we appreciate you. Anything you want to share with the listeners and the viewers right now?
Man, if you guys ever in Atlanta, I'm at Ashford Dunwoody, 4705 Ashford Dunwoody Road, Dunwoody, Georgia, 30338. I'm the first one. I'm the guy by the window. Just come in. I got you. We do. I just got away from the lather shave since I actually came into the industry because me personally, I think the shaving gel, as far as like sanitation purposes, that's much better. You know what I mean? So we do that. We do hot towels, and I just started doing facials and stuff like that. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
We also like to drop nuggets and information and motivation to our listeners and viewers. Anything you could share with them?
I would say anybody that actually wanna cut hair or trying to come into the industry, I would honestly say, especially for myself, the exotic hair battle tour was the first one I ever came into, and first of all, I was elated that Kurt even asked me to actually be an educator for this one. You know what I mean? Because that was like the first one I came to, but I want to say I learned so much, especially from DL. Like, not to brag or nothing, like my credit is I'm popping.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing muscle up on my credit score right now. Like I'm good. Like word is born. Like and the funny thing is the little stuff that he said, it's the stuff that the average probably don't even think about. You know what I mean? Like you just put like $20 away a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of the months we got 30. We got 31. Besides February, sometime 28, 29. Oh, that's a lot of money. That's like $600 a month. You know what I'm saying? For the year, that's $7,200 right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't play with that. So to clean up your credit or whatever, you have some type of issues, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I actually did it in a year and a half. And I just got here, so I didn't get a chance to tell him. Like, no lie. I went to his class, and he said that. I even bought his book, and it worked.
Yeah.
Like, word up.
So discipline, huh?
It might be more than that because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes when them Jordans comes out, when them foam posits comes out and stuff like that, you can't get fly, but you know what I'm saying, why not fix up your foundation first?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're in a position you have one shop, now you're in a position to get multiple shops.
There you go.
Word up.
There you go. Opportunity.
Opportunity.
That's what's up. So, what's your social handle? Well, you already gave me your social handles again. But
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Rado Da Barber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Rado Da Barber.
Your Groove City be on, man. All right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there he go. My
man Rado Da Barber
right
here,
This the man right here, man. Word is born. Good looking.
So we gave y'all his social media about 3-4 times. So y'all go check out Rado Da Barber and y'all keep tuning in to the Cut Game Radio Show.
Cut Game Radio Show. Hi, everybody out there, man. This is Rado Da Barber. For real, man. Y'all gotta check out my man Groom City and the whole clique, man. The Cut Game. You know what I'm saying? Good peoples, you know what I'm saying? Good vibe. And at the end of that's what it's about. And they're always looking out for people. and you better not try to battle me either.
Hey, what's up? We back. Y'all now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show, #1 podcast for your hair needs. And we chilling with DL Master Barber today. It's pregame. We out in Vegas at the Hair Battle Tour 2017. So, DL, what's up with it?
Oh, man, you know.
I see you looking dapper. You looking real
smooth,
dapper.
Brother gonna play smooth. Come on, man.
Look like you from Great Britain right now. You got that European situation going on right now. You know,
got the skinnies on this.
Yeah.
Caliente, hot out here right now. But you know, I'm here, man. You know, just doing what I do best. You know, and what that is educating, motivating, inspiring, empowering entrepreneurs. I didn't want to talk to barbers today.
That's why it's a black tie affair?
Nah, I just didn't want to talk to
You
barbers.
didn't want to talk to?
No, I'm tired of that. I done had enough of barbers today.
Just today?
Just today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you talking to the...
So we schooling
See, this is the thing. You know, this is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom line is this is what it is, man. You know, I came with my jet fuel, and because I had my jet fuel, you know, my jet fuel was just it was throwing out another aroma that I was smelling what the Rock was cooking this morning, and I just didn't want to talk to no barbers, man. I'm kind of like frustrated with the barber community right now because I think we can be doing so much more.
Yeah.
You know, as a community, you dig what I'm saying? I don't know if people know, and there's an article out right now, and it's a dope article too, that the barber industry is the fastest growing industry in the whole United States for the last 2 years. In 2020, they're expected $26 billion from the barber industry.
Wow. Do y'all know what the Cut Game Radio Show finna look like in 2020? But keep going.
Be crazy, right?
Crazy. It's amazing.
With mad jet fuel.
Jet fuel. We gonna have multiple jets. We gonna have multiple jets. 2020 multiple jets. We predicting from Prophet DL Master Barber. Keep going.
So you know, so my thing is that I want to speak to entrepreneurs. I want to speak to because a lot of times when I ask barbers what their job is, everybody has a different answer. But we're entrepreneurs first. We're businessmen, we're businesswomen first. And so when you think about cutting hair, that's what we do as barbers, but there's way more than just cutting hair. It's way more than just putting hair on the floor. And so now I'm really wanting to speak to the entrepreneurs out there because the barbers have so many different value systems that we're all not even speaking the same language anymore. And I have a problem with that. You know, I have a problem with us hating on each other. I got a problem when we're not, you know, I had a seminar today and I spoke and, you know, and the room was, you know, nice sized room and Chico Boom had asked a question, how many homeowners I have? And it was less than 4. So either somebody lying on Instagram or everybody up here flossing and saucing.
In their mom's room? I mean, the same room they had when they graduated high school?
I don't know what they doing, bro, but they sure ain't got a house.
Yeah.
And we, as barbers, should have these things.
Yeah.
We should be homeowners.
Yeah.
We should be business owners, and we are that.
Yeah.
But there's other levels. There's levels to this that we are not exercising our rights. But if it's a $26 billion industry, and now they say in that same article that building owners are actually renting very unused and unusual spaces to barbers because they can use very unusual spaces, narrow, long, you know, not just a square space. Because barbers can make it do what it do, which is big ups for them because they get paid for it. But the funny thing is, if all this money is being put out there, what about the money we get? I haven't yet to meet a billionaire barber. But if $26 billion is going to be handed out and being funneled through the barber industry, some of us got to get paid somewhere. I mean, everybody like, yeah, I'm doing it, I'm balling, but what is balling? And everybody has a different understanding on what balling is. Some people thousandaires, some people want to be millionaires, some people hundredaires. But if you a hundredaire and you think you balling because you was really riding off 50, 75 cents, then I guess you are balling. But as a community, as barber industry is concerned, if there's $26 billion, that means we got to get past 24 and 25 billion before we get to 26.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money being filtered through, but we are not getting the bulk of that money. These companies are taking advantage of us and not getting and giving us the bulk of that money is because we're so willing to just give in for a pair of clippers.
We can go there. It's the Cut Game Radio Show. Go there.
And
let's not tiptoe around it. Let's not tiptoe around it. Go all the way in, DL. This Cut Game Radio Show.
That's my problem, bro.
Uh-huh.
And too many people that have big names are scared to call out companies.
Mm.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to get paid for our worth. You know, we're doing international and national campaigns out here, brother. You posting constantly just to be down. But they get in the paper, and we still down. That's exactly what we are, down.
Loyal to the soil that's not giving none of the fruits.
Man.
All the fruit that's being produced to that soil that you loyal to, and you not eating from that table.
Man, you know what? You need to send me that text. I need to use. Can I use that?
Yes, you can. That's
Loyal
Cut Game
to
Radio.
the soil.
Loyal to the soil and the fruit that's being produced from the trees in that soil. You not even eating from it.
Wow.
You don't even know what it smell like.
See, it ain't even fair that, you know, me and you get to sit at the same table, man, dropping all this knowledge and game and knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because he's a man the K is silent, and that knowledge. You know, the K ain't silent in this, is the knowledge that the K ain't silent.
Yeah,
the knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just think it's important that, you know, barbers as a whole, man, we got to figure out a way to stick together.
All day.
We got to figure out a way to just stop hating, man. I watched this. I was so disturbed. I got this DM by this guy, and he said, "Hey, DL, could you look at this post?" And it was a post of him and his dad, and he was hugging his dad. And he had on, like he was casual, he had on a T-shirt and some jeans and some regular old tennis shoes as far as I was concerned. They wasn't Jordans or nothing. And he got so many negative, you know, you need to get some new tennis shoes, or you need to be, and he said, all I want to do is make my dad proud and buy him a new fence. And it was so much negativity out there. And
On something superficial?
Yeah, and I couldn't believe what these people were saying. And he said he need to get a new pair of jeans before he buys a fence. He need to do this. Make his dad proud. He need to get proud. And I'm like, wow. Do we need to stoop to these levels when we call ourselves barbers? You know what I mean? The flossing is real. Peel back each layer and see what you come up with. These barbers got so many layers to them, they floss and they look good. But peel back the layers and they ain't got nothing. They still living at home with their mamas. They don't even own the car that they driving. You know, all of these things, they're not homeowners. The seminar I just came from, Chico Boom asked them, how many people in here got 40,000? Nobody raising. How many people got 30? Nobody raising. How many people got 20? Nobody raising. How many people got 15? Nobody raising. How many people got 5? Nobody raised their hand in a room full of people. But when you see how many people got 5,000 followers, everybody raised their hand. 10,000 people raising their hand. The numbers got smaller, but the bottom line is, does those followers justify income? No.
Nah, not at all.
But then people say, man, I get paid. You can get paid on Instagram. You can get paid on Facebook, and you can get paid through YouTube. This is another stream of income. But you classifying yourself as a barber. So if you classify yourself as a barber, why not get barber money? Why not get company money? Endorsement is what I'm talking about. Why not get Instagram and by having people pay you for you to post their stuff on your page? You can get paid that way. And why not have your YouTube page pop it and get your money? You see what I'm saying? So there's other streams that you can do, but everybody flossing out, but ain't nobody got nothing. And I'm not saying everybody as a whole. Please don't get it twisted. Like, oh, he's saying I ain't got. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying as a whole, for us, it's not enough of us really.
The behavior you speaking on is not common, and you would like it to be common amongst barbers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Integrity.
Definitely.
I would like to see integrity. I would like to see more respect. I would like to see more love. I would like to see barbers love each other more. Let's get back to the basics, man. Let's get back to with integrity and start working hard for our money. Let's start saying our worth is more. So many people are so caught up with trying to get their net worth up, but they ain't working on their self-worth. You see what I'm saying? And if you ain't working on your self-worth, then how can you expect to get anything from anybody?
You're right.
You can't.
You're right.
It's important that you get your self-worth up, and everything else will follow. It's important that we, as even in the Cut Game Radio, that we bridge people that are like-minded people. Stop hanging out with people who's not going to pour into your life.
Yeah.
80% of successful people are surrounded by other successful people. And they don't necessarily have to have money in their pocket to be successful. It's what their heart, it's what their mind, it's what their spirit, it's what their energy is putting out. But we hanging out with people who are not pouring into our lives. They're just taking from our lives.
Definitely. we've been dropping a lot of nuggets, like y'all said. The Cut Game Radio Show, it's the sauce to dip all these nuggets in, you know, and you can enjoy what we bring it to the table, you know.
Right.
So I know you got a lot of things going on today, DL.
Yeah,
I heard you educating. You did an amazing job, man. Is there anything you'd like to share before we start?
I'm getting ready to head back to China. I'll be China, and then also have to go to Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
Cut your style.
Okay.
And so, you know, I'm going to be out here putting in work, you know, and I just want to throw a big shout out, man, to China and Trinidad, Tobago, and all of the barbers, man. I'm so proud of all of the barbers out there. I just want us to up our game. Man.
Yeah.
I really want us to change our ways and that we can do better. Let's get part of this $26 billion. Let's all of us be able to get paid out of it and not just people take from us instead of, you know, we pouring into this business, but we not getting nothing out of it, you know. So, you know, I'm excited about that, you know. One thing about China was I had 28 students, my first class, which was exactly a year ago, and now we have actually 28 owners out of 28 students. Isn't that crazy? And then my last one I was there 6 months ago. We had 30 students and now 28. So it was 28 classes that I did, and all 28 got their own shops.
Nice. That's what's up.
Throughout China. So now I'm working for another company this time, and I'll be touring, teaching, which is a little bit more different than what I'm used to because I'm more in a school environment. And so it's a little bit different, but, you know, I'm excited about it. You know, I just want to continue to help uplift the energy of the barber community worldwide, internationally. And, you know, Cut Game is going to be there along the way with me the whole time. So we'll be doing a lot of videos for Cut Game so you guys can keep up, you know, stay intact, keep it on lock.
Yeah.
Because it's important that, you know, the Cut Game get it before anybody else get it.
Exactly. So all of the amazing things that DL Master Barber is doing globally, that information will be shared first on the Cut Game Radio Show on our YouTube channel. So, and the audio will be on the podcast. Y'all already know. So y'all stay tuned. Cut Game Radio Show.
Hey, this is Brian Stephen
This
Banks.
is John, a.k.a. Cold Jones from Cold Label.
It's your boy Barbershop Matt at Exclusive
It's your
Cuts.
boy G the Barber.
What's up, y'all? This is DL Master Barber.
And you're tuned in to the Cut Game Radio
Tuned
Show.
in to the Cut Game
You are
Radio.
now tuned in to the Cut Game
You are
Radio
now
Show.
tuned in to the Cut Game
You
Radio
are
Show.
now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show.
Are we back? Cut Game Radio Show, #1 podcast for your hair needs.
Yeah.
Right now, we chilling with Elliott, a
Another
Vegas
legend.
native. You know what's going on, Elliott?
What's good? What's good?
Oh man, chilling.
He's smooth on the mic right now. He's smooth. Got that that deep Barry Weiss, boy.
Now, for those out there who not familiar with Elliott, I want you to share with them, you know, a little bit about yourself.
Elliott Chester, owner of Elliott & Company for Men, Las Vegas, Nevada, Sin City's #1 high-end men's grooming, taking care of all of the
That's what we talking about.
the executives, the pro athletes, you know, the guys that come to Vegas that want that extra special touch. They come and see us.
Nah, that's
you know,
what's up.
we doing a little different. You know what I mean? I'm part of Team Xotics with Curtis Smith. And also a lay right band of barber, one of the Dirty Dozen, chosen by Mr. Donnie Holly himself.
Wow, that's what's up. Yeah,
man.
So how long you been part of this Cut Game?
I got about 23 years in now, man. I'm an OG. It's weird. It's 6-7 years ago. You know, I was one of the young guys.
Yeah.
And it's overnight, man. It just seems like there's this huge, resurgence of barbering, and now I'm one of the vets. I'm an old guy.
Yeah, no.
So it's cool. I love seeing what these young guys are doing.
You a young OG. You know what I'm saying? You a young OG.
My bones don't feel like it at the end of the day,
Yeah,
but I appreciate it, baby. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
So I want you to share with the listener, the viewer, how is the barbering scene in Vegas? From your perspective.
Vegas is cool, man. It's I've had I've been fortunate that I've been able to do work on the Strip, and there's really two different aspects or lives in Las Vegas. There's the Strip,
okay,
working in the casino industry. I've been fortunate that I've worked at True Fit and Hill. I also worked at the Art of Shaving for a little while.
Oh, okay.
So I was able to take care of the tourism corridor, but then I went out opened up in Las Vegas proper.
Okay.
Off of the Strip. So it's a regular city, but it's not a regular city. You know what I mean? So able to take care of the guys that come in for the weekend, but also able to take care of the guys that live here who make the city run. You know what I mean?
So you moving and shaking and just navigating, taking care of everybody.
Right.
But more so on the higher end.
Right. We're really an experienced based barbershop. So it's not, we're not trying to bang out 20 haircuts a day. It's not, it's not cookie cutter, and no disrespect to any other shop. We just we wanted to do something a little different. You know what I mean? So we created a lane, and that's the lane that we stay in. You know what I mean? We're not trying to do crazy designs and all that dope stuff. You know what I mean? We're really it's not as sexy. You know what I mean? But we're catering to the guys that want to come in and really relax, have a beer, have a glass of wine, hang out, watch a little bit of TV, maybe get some work done, in the lounge, and then get a good, get a great haircut. We take a little bit longer. It's really, it truly is an experience base.
No, definitely. Now I've been to Elliott's shop. I took one of his educational classes, and amazing shop. I had amazing time. And man, dope hospitality.
Thank you, brother.
I really felt at home being at your shop, man.
Yes.
I like that you had different books and stuff. I was all in the books,
right.
and it was a class going on, but I wanted to dig into them books so bad when I seen all the little books he got. So yeah, man, I like your establishment,
Thank
man.
you, brother.
Good
I
look
appreciate
to it,
it.
and good vibe too.
Thank you.
And I like that one room where all the floors you got different pennies on the floor.
The Lincoln room,
the Lincoln.
Room. So that's really a cool concept. So what we did, here in Las Vegas, barbers and hairstylists have to work in different areas. So I created that room so that I can hire cosmetologists who want to focus on men's grooming. So it's their own specific room, but it's the whole theme of the shop are presidents who wore facial hair. There were only 5 presidents who wore full beards, and we got those guys featured in the shop. And then the Lincoln room's got all the pennies on the floor, and that room is inspired by Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
who had a black barber, by the way.
Wow,
a Haitian barber.
So I know he was happy when everything was emancipated.
That's right. That's right.
I know his prices went up. You know what I'm saying?
I hope they did at least.
you know.
Yeah. That's right.
So what do you expect out of today's hair battle tour?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. No one does battles like Curtis does, bro. You know what I mean? As far as the way that his thing is really, it's good quality work, and it's a great, it's a fun atmosphere, and the fact that he travels around, so you get some flavor from all different parts of the country.
Yeah,
and what
definitely.
Kurt really has done a great job doing, especially with this show, is this this is the Grand Championship, so you're getting some of the most talented, barbers from all over, from all over the country, and for that matter, all over the world are going to be here. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at seeing, not just, what these guys are going to be doing, but also looking at the young, the young, fresh talent. You know what I mean? That's what keeps us old guys going, is looking at these young guys and watching these cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because, when you're a real fisherman, when you go to the lake, you can spot another fisherman. So we all looking for that fisherman that's out there that's really adding to the game.
Absolutely.
That's adding to the game. That's what's up. So, man, anything you want to share with the Cut Game Radio Show?
Man, I just want to, welcome you guys to Las Vegas, my hometown, my city. You know what I mean? And I want everyone to enjoy themselves. And if you're not here, you need to get down here. You know what I mean? And if you're a barber and you're not going to these functions, you're not going to these barber battles and coming out and getting great education, learning from some of the top artists in the industry, you're doing yourself a great disservice, man. It's really dope to be at these shows because it's all love. It's something special about seeing barbers run into each other, make those connections, make those friendships. I come because I enjoy running into Chico and my guy Danny and Kurt and everyone who's out here. You know what I mean? Just to name a few. It's my time to get to chop it up with the guys that I've become friends with all over the country, like mine, see what they're doing. How can, I be a better business person? How can I be a better barber?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's what it's about. If you're not coming out to these functions, man, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's a great time, not just to, see the talent, but to be amongst, other barbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. The camaraderie is crazy.
Yeah.
And if you got cobwebs, you in a coffin,
dust them off.
You know what I'm saying? You come through here, you're going to get a battery in your back. Listening to my man Elliott, you're going to get inspired to go another 10 years.
That's right.
Change up things so you can get more from the next 10 years than you got from your previous 10 years.
Absolutely.
That's what the Hair Battle Tour does. That's what being around folks like my man Elliott, this is what you're going to gain. And also, we're going to share that information on the Cut Game Radio Show. So that's what it is. So, man, I just want to thank you.
Yo,
bless
thank you,
us
my
with your
man.
presence,
I appreciate you,
saying?
fam. I appreciate you.
So, what's your handle so they can come check you out?
You could check out my shop at Elliott & Co. That's at ELLIOTTANDCO. Just a breakdown of how we do things in Las Vegas, how we run our shop. So, hopefully, I'd love to check you guys out as well.
That's what's up. Well, man, y'all want to check us out? Y'all already know. Y'all can tune in to the Cut Game Radio
To the Cut Game.
On
Cut
iTunes,
Game, yeah.
Google Play, and also SoundCloud. And you can also check us out on YouTube, and that's the Cut Game Radio Show on our YouTube channel. So y'all stay tuned. Cut Game Radio Show. What's up? We back. Y'all now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show, #1 podcast for your hair needs. And right now we chilling with Anthony from Anthony's Barbershop. What's going on with it, Anthony?
Just out here in Vegas, man. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me on the show.
No doubt, no doubt. So can you share a little bit with the listeners and the viewers, a little bit about yourself?
My name's Anthony. I own a barbershop and a barbershop in Sacramento.
Wait, hold on for a second. A barbershop?
Break that down.
Yeah.
Break that down for us.
It's a bar and a barbershop. It was one of those ideas, when I was in barber school, we used to always joke about a barbershop. And then once I got out of school, I always noticed that there's always a bar really close to barbershops, like next door on the block. So a friend approached me with the idea. She's an interior designer, and she's like, "What do you think of this?" And we went for it. So we actually just last night we had our 2-year anniversary.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you.
So your first shop was the barber shop?
No, I opened my first shop, Anthony's Barbershop, in 2009.
Oh, okay.
It's just strictly barbershop.
Okay, how many chairs?
5 right now, but I'm actually this weekend, 2 new stations are being put in.
Oh, that's what's up. Doing a little expansion,
Yeah, I'm kind of going for it this year. It's the beginning of this year, I dedicated this year to the process. So it's kind of decided that I was gonna work, and then next year I'll have some fun. I also just recently launched my own hair product line about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
And
now you started off with a whole line, or is it just one product right now?
It's 2 products, but that's actually how I got into the hair industry.
Okay.
When I was 19, when I was in college, I started making my own hair product in my kitchen.
Okay.
I was really into the 50s rockabilly scene, the whole Elvis kind of look, and I had a can of Murray's, and I started looking at the ingredients, and I was like, I bet I can find all this stuff online.
Yeah.
So I ordered a pound of everything and started melting it down in a pot in my kitchen, and got it to where I liked it, and started selling it to my friends, selling it in my band, selling it to my friends' bands, and that's right when MySpace had come out.
Yeah.
So MySpace was originally designed for musicians, to find musicians and to find gigs, and I was like, well, I'm getting a lot of good traction on that, so what if I started a page for the product line? And started selling it all on MySpace. Yes, that's how old I am.
What kind of band were you a part of?
I played in a lot of bands. I toured for about 10 years. I was in rock bands, punk rock bands, rockabilly bands, country bands.
Wow. And you always stayed clean cut while you was on the road?
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah. Especially after I started selling the product, I always knew a barber somewhere. I could get fresh anywhere.
Oh, that's got to. So man, that's a you got game. You got cut game. You got cut game, definitely. So as you were creating a product and styling your hair, you just started falling in love with the art form of barbering?
Yeah, absolutely. I just started hanging around barbershops there. I grew up I don't know if you've heard of Chico State.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I grew up there, and there weren't really a lot of barbershops. So when I started selling outside of the area and started hanging out in the shops, and And finally, somebody opened it was a tattoo shop and a barber shop in Chico.
Okay.
Started hanging out there and watching them cut. And I was in the auto business. My whole family's mechanics, so I knew I liked working with my hands, and I knew I liked talking to people, but not really trying to sell them anything, you know.
Yeah.
So it just kind of made sense. And I had never picked up clippers before I started barber school.
That's kind of a good thing, though, in my opinion, because you know, learn a lot of good habits in school,
Yeah.
and you know,
I had no bad habits, but I didn't even know how to hold the clippers. So,
wow.
I was like, what do we do with this?
Yeah, yeah. So was it an easy transition from never holding a pair of clippers to being the person that you are today?
You know, I get asked that question a lot when I was in barber school. Did I ever think I'd have this amount of success? And I just kind of laugh and say no.
Wow.
No, man, I didn't. I never. You know, I always joke that I was a barber before white guys went to barbershops.
Yeah.
So I've been licensed since '06.
Wow.
So you know, back
That's
then the barbers, you know, in the white community were known as like the old shaky guys that were in the military.
Yeah.
And then hairstylists. You know, people straight up told me, they're like, "You're gonna go to barber school?" People still do that.
Wow.
So it's
so
been
they
a long-
wasn't really aware of the culture, you know.
No,
at all.
not at all.
Not the rockabilly culture or the urban culture,
No.
black culture. They weren't aware of none of that. Off the grid.
I mean, then you know you got to keep in mind too, like the big popular style was the whole metrosexual movement.
Yeah.
The frosted tips and
Yeah.
waxing everything, and so we, you know, as barbers, we're kind of
Yeah,
we're a little rougher around the edges than that.
Hey, and then when man came, man just got popular. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, you know, beard, everything about a man just became popular. You know, around that time. You know, so then they saw the transition. The metrosexual now wearing the giant beard. You know, so
yeah, you know,
some of them.
I learned through the music industry that, you know, like punk rock came out of disco.
Oh, okay.
Punk rock is the antithesis. It's the complete opposite of disco. So I bet on that.
After hip hop killed disco.
Right. Well, there's that. There's the. I bet that because men were starting to care about how they looked,
Yeah.
but it was in a very feminine way.
Yeah.
And I was betting that men would still care how they looked, but it would swing. The pendulum would swing back the other direction.
Yeah.
And just be in a more masculine way. And you know, the whole lumber sexual thing and all that.
I've never heard of that term. Lumbersexual. That's some new stuff.
That's a lumberjack. That's that big.
Yeah, everybody looks like they're from Portland. Flannel shirts. And work boots, but they all work in an office.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, so man, that's something new. I learned something new. The metrosexual turned to a lumbersexual. You know, it's you know, you're gonna learn something every day. You know,
Paul Bunyan's right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Paul Bunyan.
Yeah. So now you rocking and rolling. Man, I'm happy for you. You know,
Thank
I'm
you.
happy
Thank
that
you.
you bringing something new to the game. I'm happy that you thinking outside of the box, you know, and you getting amazing results for doing that, you know. And man, I just want to thank you. Anything you want to share with the viewers and the listeners, you know, today?
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta agree with what Elliott said. You know, these events are really important. You know, it's not only is it an opportunity to learn something new, you know, like everybody's good at cutting hair, right? But you might pick up a little trick that might make you a little faster, a little bit better customer service. You might see a new product or a new tool that you can use. It'll make your life easier, but it's also a great time to network. You know, you never know when you're going to want to take your game to the next level and like, hey, I want to be in a better shop, or I want to be in a shop that charges more, but I don't know how to get there. Coming to these events, meeting the people that are here, you know, and coming with a positive attitude, coming with a good attitude, not just standing in the corner and be like, man, I can cut better than all these guys.
Yeah.
You know, meeting people, walking up to people that, you know, you see on the internet, or, you know, you see somebody that you recognize from Instagram talking to somebody else, go introduce yourself to that guy. Figure out who that is. You know,
Yeah.
Just being a part of the industry. Being a part of the industry doesn't mean just cutting hair and being friends with the 4 barbers that you work with. It's about building your network. Your network is your net worth.
Nah, definitely. Like, you come into one of these events, you see a brother like Anthony walking around, you wouldn't know that he has a bar in a barbershop. You wouldn't know that he had a product line that he started and sold on MySpace. You wouldn't know that he has a barbershop out in Sacramento. You wouldn't know these things, but you can easily come to an event like this, shake hands, chop it up, and within 5 minutes you'll have some. You wouldn't even know that metrosexuals is now walking around lumbersexuals. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know that information, but you sit down, you chop it up with a guy like Anthony, and you're going to learn something new. So, man, I thank you for coming through on the Cut Game Radio Show.
Thank you guys very much for having me on.
Thank you. Can you share with the viewers and the listeners your social medias, your web pages?
Yeah, you can find everything on anthonythebarber916.com. That's also my my Instagram handle.
There it is. Y'all keep tuning in. This pregame to the Xotics Hair Battle Tour
Vegas
2017. So y'all stay tuned. Cut Game Radio
Cut
Show.
Game.
Hey, what's up? We back. Y'all now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show, #1 podcast for your hair needs. Right now, we with the host of this amazing event. Y'all don't know,
The legend.
It's pregame right now.
The man.
We at the Hair Battle Tour
The
out in
myth.
Vegas. It's 2017. It's pregame. But
The
we
truth.
with the host. We with Danny, a.k.a. Success Addict, a.k.a. the man right here. You know, what's going on, Danny? What's going on, fam?
I'm real good. I'm blessed, man. I enjoy doing what I do, so you see the smile on my face as it up.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, one word that describes Danny.
Persistence.
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 Not going to stop.
Hell no, never.
You running it over.
Yeah, ain't nobody outworking me, ever.
That's
Never.
what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
It's not happening.
That's the key. That's the key for y'all. You
Take
know.
notes,
So for those out there who not familiar with your work, not familiar with you, share with them a little bit for our viewers and listeners.
My name's Danny Moore. I'm based out of Jersey. Barber, master barber. I've been a barber since 1994, professionally since 1998. Still behind the chair. The chair still spins. I own 3 barbershops back home. I'm a worldwide international educator for Andis. I'm also an international educator for Gibbs Grooming. Me and Kurt created this tour 58 cities ago, man. It was just something that we thought would be a dope idea. Collabo and sneakers and barbering, and here we are, man. City 58. We back in Vegas, and we shut every city down, every city we go to, man. We hit state to state to state, and like I said, a pair of clippers got me everywhere I'm at, man. So it's just gonna keep moving, but it's all about, once again, that persistence. That persistence keeps that rotation, that train keep pushing.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, what do y'all expect to get out of this Hair Battle Tour today out in Vegas?
Hair Battle Tour, like I tell everybody, end of the day, it's a platform for all the barbers.
Okay.
Key is you get to network, you get to meet people, but you get to showcase what you're doing.
Okay.
I remember a lot of the guys that stood out other than the guy that won the trophy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of guys that got trophies, but they collect dust.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of guys that lost, but they wore a certain outfit. They did something that was different. They did something that stood out, and I remembered them. And since I remembered them, and they kept coming back and coming back and coming back, and then guys wonder, how do I get more opportunities? You got to want the opportunity, and I got to see you a little more to see that you want the opportunity.
Yeah.
Where I meet a lot of guys one time, and it's like, yo, man, how do I get this? How do I get that? Like, I never saw you before. You got to keep coming to these things. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a big subliminal brander. With my logo in my shop, I put it on everything. I got a car that's wrapped. It's on my garbage cans. It's on my cape. It's on my jackets. It's on my T-shirts. I walk around looking like a barber every day.
Yeah.
So I went from doing that with my logo to doing that with my face. So
Okay.
everywhere I go, I meet people. I shake hands. Man, personality is everything.
Yeah.
You know, and people don't like a jerk. People don't like somebody that sits in the corner minding their business.
Yeah.
Closed mouth don't get fed. You see me. Everywhere I go, I don't care what city it is, man. I socialize with people. I
All
see
day.
somebody I know. I'm not going to be in the corner that extra cool barber that's in the corner like, you got to come say what's up. Who are you, bro?
Yeah.
Why does somebody have to come up to you? Like, we don't walk in front of me, don't walk behind me, walk next to me.
Yeah.
We all equal, you know? And that personality is what keeps everybody wanting to be around you and keeps that growth and keep people wanting to support what you're doing.
All day. And that's what we preach on the Cut Game Radio Show. The same breed of information, that Danny's dropping on y'all, that's what we doing on the Cut Game. So, you know what I'm saying? Your movement is crazy, man. I just want to appreciate you.
Thank you, brother.
Salute you for what
It's a
you're
blessing,
doing.
man.
You know
It's a
what I'm
blessing,
saying?
man. It's definitely
And
a
you do an
blessing.
amazing job hosting. This is probably my 5th Xotics Hair Battle Tour, and you always bringing that energy. You all getting everybody stirred up,
it's part of it, man.
All the barbers in here, different walks of life, different cultures, different age, and you stir all that up, and it's always a blessed environment. You know what I'm saying?
I compare it to being behind a chair. When you're behind a chair, like me being in Jersey, we don't have one demographic of clients that come into my shop.
Yeah.
Where we get a little bit of everything. Like, even when it comes to the Spanish culture, like, certain people feel like Spanish is Mexican. It's not. Like, you come to Jersey, you got Peruvians, you got Mexicans, you got Guatemalans, you got Salvadorans, you got Colombians, you got Puerto Ricans, you got Cubans, you got Dominicans. All their hair texture is different, their personality is different, their mindset is different, so I can't talk to them all the same way.
Yeah.
And when it comes to venues, when it comes to classes, when it comes to anything that I do, I learn how to adapt to my crowd. It's like a DJ. When you're
Yeah.
a DJ, you got to know what music to play, how to keep the energy high, how to keep it low, how to play the right music at the right time. So I know when to throw out the free stuff, get that crowd moving.
Yeah.
I know when to get everybody going. I know when to keep it down, and I know how to adapt to my crowds because of my
So you
people
got that good
relationships.
discernment. You big on that vibrations. Going on.
And I'm big on energy. You give me energy, I give it back to you. But when you're a dead person and a dead personality, you don't even want to talk to the client. And once again, that's the client.
Yeah.
Let alone trying to run a show, captivate 1,000 people, 1,500 people. Like, it's not easy, but it
That's
becomes
what's up.
fun after once you get it.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, let's backtrack a little bit. You know, when did you first pick up them pair of clippers and decide that this is what you was going to use to support yourself?
Truthfully, I picked up the clippers in '94 because I needed a haircut, like a lot of people. You know, your
Okay.
mother's basement, backyard, just something we needed. And then it went from something I needed to charging guys $5, but never thought I could make it my career. You know,
Okay.
But my work ethic was always there. I kept a job since I was 14, 15. I worked everywhere. McDonald's, I did landscaping, I did construction, I worked in a warehouse, I worked in Kmart. You name it, I did it. I
Yeah.
always kept a job, but I cut on the side. But it was something I never let go, but never something I thought could be me. And then
Yeah.
I graduated high school. College really wasn't for me. So I tried
What
a few
year you
other
graduate
jobs.
high school?
1998.
We the same age, bro. I
just-
graduated in '98.
Nice.
You know
I
what I'm
turned
saying?
37 June 9th.
That's what's up.
39 in the building.
That's what's up. You know, March 25th.
Nice,
You know,
that's
we
what's up,
all
man.
80 baby. 80
Yes,
babies.
sir.
You know?
80s babies.
You know?
So 98, I graduated high school. College wasn't for me, and literally it was kind of I was gonna go to the military, or I was gonna pick up a pair of clippers, you know. And I kept the job and never lost the job. Never got fired from a job until right before I started working in the barbershop. Everything, timing is everything, and everything just kind of happened in my life. Like
Yeah.
I never really planned a lot of the stuff, and opportunities knocking, you just got to be ready there for them, you know.
Yeah.
So 3 days before the guy that used to cut my hair was opening up his own shop, he didn't even ask me. He told me, "You coming to work for me?" Because I was a barber, and I was like, "He be a barber."
So you was already out the barber school, license and everything?
No,
at that
no, I was just cutting on the side.
Okay.
So he wanted me to start cutting with him. I was 18, fresh out of high school, and I'm like, nah, like I didn't think I could make money, have a career out of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like barbering was fun. It was something that I loved doing, but I didn't think I could at least support my family and
Yeah.
live a comfortable lifestyle cutting hair.
Yeah.
You know, but
Now I can add a little bit something to that since we the same age. Back then, barbering wasn't like it is now. You know, the
No
barber
way.
was that old man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Most of the time was that old
Yeah,
man.
yep.
And you know, had a lot of wisdom, but it wasn't something that
You looked
know,
up to.
movers and shakers
there
was doing.
there was never a barber in my era, in our era, that you looked up to.
Yeah.
You walked into this barber shop, he's in there with 20 eyes waiting, everybody's smoking cigarettes, he's getting $5, $6, and he's spending half an hour on everybody. That didn't look like something fun and something that I could live my life off of.
Yeah.
You know, but once again, things have changed, and especially now with social media, people get to see what we're doing.
Yeah.
Where years ago, you didn't have that platform, you didn't have that showcase where, all right, this is what I'm doing. Guys like Kurt been doing this stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, but there was no Instagram, no Facebook to post it on.
Yeah,
The
they
guys
pull-
are
they
acting
shaking,
like they're doing
they shaking
stuff.
Polaroids
Yes.
and throwing that to the side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, for
And-
their own memory.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Like, there's been so much going on forever, but people never really realized it. And it's more of, I said it last night, you don't realize what you got going around you until you get involved with it.
Yeah.
Where I got barbers that work under me that now want to be educators and want to move around and want to compete because their boss does that.
Yeah.
And they see it, it's around them. But if now you got a boss that doesn't come to these venues, don't go to class, could care less and just cuts behind the chair, that's all you see.
Yeah.
That's all you know. So you don't know any better. So guys have grown because we've grown.
Yeah.
And they want more because we want more because it's right there in their face. So if you just bought a new Toyota Camry, all of a sudden you're like, yo, I keep seeing Camrys. No, you see Camrys because you just bought one. That's the
Yeah.
only reason why they've been around. You just never saw them.
You're right.
So educators been around, products been around, hair shows
Yeah.
been around. But now Instagram's showing where they are, what date they are, and you got certain barbers capitalize it on and showcase it. Now it looks fun, it looks cool.
Yeah.
And what we do definitely looks fun, it looks cool, man, but it's a lot of hard work too.
Yeah.
They don't get to see all the delayed flights and the lost sleep and the being away from your family and being away from your kids and the sacrifice and there's a lot that comes with it, you know? So
Yeah.
it's you really got to balance on what you want to do, what you want to be, and how much you're willing to sacrifice.
No doubt, no doubt. Danny putting a whole new perspective on what you actually seeing. You know, so just like he said, you know, now it's you see Camrys all over the place because now you got one. A lot of times, you know, what you focused on, you may lose focus on other things around you, and those other things around you may be key to change your situation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It might be right there in your face. You don't even see it, man.
It's right there, you know. But coming to events like the Hair Battle Tour, change your perception, you know. And sometimes you're able to eyeball opportunities that's always been there, right for your taking, specifically for you, you know. So, man, I appreciate you. Anything
man.
you want to share with
Appreciate
our
you.
peoples out there, the Cut Game Radio Show?
Hey, man, all I'm going to say to all inspiring barbers, you want to be a barber, you want to grow, master that chair. That's the problem now, too. Guys want to run before they crawl. Like, I got one of my barbers, he's 22, got his license about a year ago, and a couple months ago, he said, D, when are you going to put me on? I said, excuse me? He said, D, when are you going to put me on? I said, what do you mean put you on? He was like, you know, onto like a clipper company, onto something. I said, I did put you on. I gave you a chair that spins every day.
Yeah.
My door's open every day at 9 a.m. It closes at 8 p.m. You can be here 11 hours, 12 hours if you want to. You can maximize that. But until you do that, you can't grow, my brother.
Yeah.
You lost focus on what you're doing. Are you full yet? Is your schedule to the point where you can't feel nobody no more?
Yeah.
No. Once you get that down packed, then talk to me, bro.
Yeah.
Because you're 22 years old. I can't learn nothing from you. How much time you got in? What have you done that I could learn from you? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm telling you what someone else is going to see when they put a 22-year-old kid in front of 500 people that have been doing hair for 25 years. What can I learn from you, bro? I can't.
Nah, you're right.
That's like a fat dude trying to tell me he's going to teach me how to work out. Listen, bro, you can't be my trainer.
Yeah.
You know
Nah,
what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you.
You got to live that, bro. If you can't live that, then you can't sell it, and you can't be it. You can't teach me nothing if you don't have that work ethic and you don't got that experience. You just can't.
Now, it's crazy. When I opened up my shop, I had a young kid that came through. He was sweeping up the debris, because we was busting a lot of things down. And he was just like, T, I like your shop, man. I want to be a barber. He goes, I need you to find me a barber school. I said, you need me to do what? I said, you need to go find you a barber school. I'm not doing nothing. I got this going on, know. He came through 2 days later and said, I'll start Monday.
Nice.
And I saved him a chair. I had 6 chairs. I only had 2 people. About close to when he was almost finished with school, I really had to save that chair for him.
No,
and he came through and he got it in.
And that's
amazing
the thing.
barber. Shout out to Devin. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Devin? But nah, that's right. You gotta, at the end of the day, you gotta put in that work.
Yeah, man.
Another man is not gonna do that for you.
No. And I have a very similar scenario. I had a young kid. I went to a high school, and in the high school near my shop, they have a program where you can get your cosmetology license and your high school diploma all in the same year. So
That's
you graduate.
a dope program.
It's absolutely outstanding. And I tell them, y'all don't understand the blessing y'all got. You saving $18,000, $20,000
in time.
You're making money fresh out of high school. I got guys 25, 30 years old now, been in the shop 10 years cutting without a license, and won't get a license, but are scared to cut their hours because it's going to cut their money. You should have done that a long time ago. Now you're balling backwards.
Exactly.
And this kid got his license, went to school, and came to see me for a job, but he wasn't that good. My shop is not a school. It's a barbershop.
Yeah.
And I got 3 shops, 29 employees. If you get a bad haircut, they're not going to say you did it. They're going to say I went to Clippers and got it done here.
Yeah.
So it affects all of us. So I can't hire somebody to learn here.
Yeah.
So he came to ask me for a job 2 times, 3 times, 4 times in like 6, 7 months. I ain't hired him because of his talent. I hired him because of his persistence. But his persistence, I put him right next to me. And I got him nice.
Yeah.
I made him nice in a year. After a year, I hired him.
So he was coachable. He showed you that he was coachable.
Absolutely. He wanted to learn. He wanted to grow. Right now, he's 20 years old. He's one of the busiest barbers in my shop right now. Nice. Busiest.
That's
young.
what's
He
up.
cutting every single
He
young
did it
boy.
the right way.
He did it the
Y'all
right
see
way.
how powerful persistence is?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Y'all see?
And like I said, like that was the thing. Originally, I said no. And then he came back, and I said no. And he came back again. I said no.
So no ain't final.
No.
No, that word itself is not a final.
It really ain't. It depends on how bad you want it. You settle if you hear no.
Hey, if you a true hustler, no is a maybe.
No, yeah, it's a super maybe.
And
It's
then
like
then a
when
maybe is a yes.
That's like when your gaslight come on. That E ain't E. That's A. It's almost. You still got a little more time, bro.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Just keep going. And trust me, don't. It depends on what it is, but a lot of times no ain't no. It's a maybe or it's a hold on. Or it's a wait. Be patient, but be persistent. And that no will turn into a yes eventually, man. That's real.
what's up. Now that's a nugget. That's another nugget for y'all when y'all sharpen up your mouthpiece. Getting it real crisp. When you hearing those no's out there, that's an opportunity for you to sharpen your mouthpiece even more and get it more tighter, more crisper. So eventually, that yes is gonna come. That yes is gonna come.
Yeah, man. But the key is too is carry yourself a certain way every day, man. Be careful how you move.
Yeah.
A lot of barbers move a certain way and not giving. We're personal. We have our own personal lives. But keep your personal, keep your business, man.
That's
that's the best advice I can give all the barbers right now.
All day.
Because that can affect that client coming back. That can affect that lady that you met in the mall to bring her kids. That can affect this clipper company or this product company or whatever other opportunity you wanted. You're like, I don't know why they didn't call me back because they Googled you. That's why. And the internet don't erase. So all that stuff they post, all that stuff that they think is cool, not everybody's looking at it the same way.
Yeah.
So that's a very major key right there.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of nuggets. Like we told Chico, we giving out enough nuggets. Cut Game is, providing the sauce. So y'all, stay dipping those nuggets in the sauce. You know what I mean?
I like barbecue. I prefer the barbecue.
Yeah.
Mustard, sweet and
You know what I'm
sour.
saying? Dipped in sauce is how we gonna have the Cut Game. How we doing our information, and our motivation, So man, thank you, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
How can they find you? What's your social handles? What's your I know you got
me
a
up,
YouTube.
Yeah,
page.
you can look me up online. I got tons of stuff on YouTube, Facebook. My personal name Danny, last name Amorim, Amorim. On Instagram, I'm Success Addict, and trust me, I live that, man. I believe that. Like if you follow me, you'll see that I'm up before you. I go to bed after you, and I do a whole lot more during those hours than you do. We all got 24 hours. Some of us use them wisely, some of us don't. Don't complain to me and tell me you tired, boy, because I'm the last person you can say that to.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, man, when you hosting today, putting out all that amazing energy, can you bring a little bit over here throughout
Absolutely,
the day?
man. Still sharp as steel and love is love. You know I got you, bro. That's what the host does. That's what I do, man. So come see me.
That's what's up. Y'all tune in. Cut Game Radio Show.
Cut Game.
That concludes our show. Please join us next week as we chop up game and share secrets to success on the Cut Game Radio Show.